Hi guys. So, this episode is the continuation of building an engine. But, let's get a little bit off track maybe. I don't know. We'll see how this episode goes. Building cars and building engines is... I've said this many times. It's not hard. It's really nothing to it. It's super simple. It's just Lego. If you don't have some kind of support, what the fuck is the name in English? Trans mount, right? So you don't have a transmission mount, but you have engine mounts, right? Engine arms and whatnot. So the engine is in the correct position, right? It's not rocket science to just put your fucking gearbox hoist thing under the gearbox, have it in line, right? You have a couple of bolt holes in the chassis. It's not rocket science to just fab up a couple of sheet metal pieces or tube pieces and make a transmission mount. You don't even have to be a welder. You can borrow a MIG welder and you can just spot weld it, right? And then you can take this piece to your welder and he can weld it up for you. Ta-da! And there you have your transmission mount. So building a car is very simple, but there's always a fucking but. So you need some kind of fucking mechanical understanding. That was really Swinglish. You need some kind of mechanical understanding. I don't know. I don't even do accents. It's terrible. So if you don't have mechanical understanding, you will not succeed. Many mechanics, like my local car mechanic, he doesn't have nada, zero mechanical understanding. He is a mechanic. He is trained to be a mechanic. He can change the fucking brakes on your car. And everyone tore a fucking radio apart when they were 5. We didn't get it put back together, but just unbolting shit and bolting them back, that's not really mechanical understanding. So these videos are all about talking. But today I can't really do that. So I brought to you a couple of things, that if you don't know how to use these, don't build a fucking car, okay? So the first one is a caliper. To read a caliper is actually difficult. If you don't know how to read it, you will not read it. So you have to YouTube that on another channel. For the guys that don't want to YouTube it, you buy a digital one like this one, right? So it's very simple. You press on and it shows a fucking number, right? And I can't even fucking do this on... And it shows a number here, right? And it's extremely precise. So it just, flicks through the numbers very slowly and easy. So when you're gonna measure something and that fucker gonna be like 8 millimeters, then it should say 8 on this one, alright? It's not harder than that. But I see questions, and this is not really directed to the guy with the question. It's more about, that people, they ask like, what size is this bolt, or what size of tool do I use to remove this, like, what do you call it in English? Allen key bolt, right? It's not a Facebook question. Take your fucking toolbox and you try them. This one fits. Or measure it and go and buy the tool. The other tool is a little thing like this. It measures fucking 90 degrees. It measures, this is so fucking stupid. It measures if something is straight, you know, in a couple of ways. It measures 45 degrees, right? And it has a little bit of shit here, so stuff can fit in there and you can still measure if it's 90 degrees. I mean, I don't know the name in English, angle fucker. If you don't know how to use an angle fucker, don't build a car. So these two tools is what you need, right? These two tools, the caliper and the angle fucker. Please do not build an engine, ever. Don't build a car, because an engine needs more precise tools than this, you know? So if this is too much, yeah, please don't, okay? So now we've done that. Now everybody know what the fuck to YouTube, right? How to read a caliper. It is actually really hard, you know, if you don't know it. So building a car is really, really simple if you have mechanical understanding and if you can use a tool. And measuring is everything. That, like the saying is like measure twice and cut once. And that's not true, because if you measure twice and you cut once, it's gonna be fucking wrong. So you measure and you test it and you measure and then you test it again and then you cut it and it's still gonna be fucking wrong. So I mean, that's like the experience of it all. You know that, okay, I measure it to be like this and I cut a millimeter longer, you know, and then it will probably fit. So mechanical understanding, knowing what you do. I mean, should the gearbox point to the left in the fucking tunnel in the car? No, it shouldn't. It should probably be straight, you know? And that's the mechanical understanding, knowing how shit should be, the logical sense of it all. And you know, I got this really cool request on YouTube for maybe another video, or maybe this video. No, another video. It's about turbos again, because the boost is the boost, we know that, but maybe sometimes boost is not what we are looking for. But that's another video. So go buy a caliper, learn how to use it, and the angle fucker. This is great in so many ways, and it doesn't only measure angles, you know, you use it for everything, and that's really the point of it. I love you, you know that. So see you in 3 days.